Alright, so this is one of the sides that I built for my truck. I built them tall like that so I can haul wood chips and stuff like that in it. And you can see I've got the E-track on there. And so they're pretty heavy, so I like to use the tractor to take them on and off the truck. But there's no great way to get a hold of them. And I thought about just maybe drilling some hole sawing some holes where I could just stab through there with my forks, but I didn't really want to do that. So what I decided to do was just make some wire rope slings that I can hook onto the E-track and have a sling to be able to pull them to pick them up with. And so I've got some little clippies that go in there with rings on them, one on each side. I got some wire rope and some sleeves to crimp on. So real quick video, just going to show you how to do that. Nothing to it really, and make up a couple of slings. Now for smaller wire ropes, you can use a manual crimping tool. Looks kind of like a pair of like bolt cutters or something. And you crimp little sleeves on there for like 1/8 inch and 5/32, maybe even quarter. For anything much bigger than that though, you need a some sort of a hydraulic tool or maybe a battery powered one. I think Milwaukee makes a crimper that would do this actually, but I couldn't justify that for just this project. Anyway, I have access to a manual pump hydraulic one and works pretty good. But the one that I've access to only had dies for 1/2 inch cable. And so I figured on this I would use 3/8, which is still way overkill for what this is, like way overkill. In fact, the 1/8 inch ones that I have the crimpers to do would probably have been strong enough and I could have done all this for free. But I wanted some bigger cable because they are heavy and they get real stuck in those slots, especially if rocks or dirt or something gets wedged in there. They're pretty heavy. I used a ratchet strap when I took these off last time, and the ratchet strap was straining pretty good. So, and it was a 2-inch strap, but it didn't look real happy. So anyway, 3/8 is what I decided on. And so, like I said, I've got access to this hydraulic thing. And I thought, well, I'll just buy a set of 3/8 dies for it, so we'll have them just in case we ever should need them, or in case I need them again. And then I got on there and priced them, and they were $400. So I bought 1/2 inch cable, stainless at that. So extra super overkill for what we're doing here. But anyway, that's why I'm building this as stout as I am. It's not that I think it's necessary. It's just it was like $20 more to buy a 1/2 inch cable, spool of it, versus 3/8 cable versus $400 for a whole new set of dies. So anyway, let me get this set up here and I'll kind of show you how this works. Like I said, it's pretty simple. These happen to be this kind here, Nico press sleeves, tin plated copper. That's what they recommend for stainless. So super simple, like I said. Slide this over one end. Here. Don't forget to put anything you want in there, between there. And then I find it helpful to make a real big loop at first. It's got a lot of spring back to it. Until you get this started in the sleeve. Tighten this all up here just a minute. There we go. Now, if you were actually making a lifting sling, you would want this to stick out, you know, a fair bit, an inch or two past that. I'm going to leave it just inside, that way there's nothing to catch your hand on. Remember, this is just for picking up the sides of my bed. Now that you've got that, you can pull this sling down, or that loop down tighter. That'll work. And get this thing. This is a press tool. You see those jaws go in, you turn it, retracts it. So this goes in here. We're going to go right in the middle on this first one. Line that up. Like that. and we'll crimp this three times. Start in the middle. We'll do one on either side of it. This particular one will let off. You'll see in a second once it gets to the full tightness. It'll stop pumping. Right there it went. You just turn the handle. That. I'm gonna need something. It gets stuck on there. You just need something. Pry on it a little bit. So, see how that works? And I'll do one on either side of it. And one more. If this was something that was super heavy, I would do it 4 times. Probably. But 3 is sufficient. I've found. Put quite a bit of weight on these just with 3 crimps on them. They weren't good. Way stronger than you'd think for what it is. There you go. See? Now, you can get wire rope clamps for like a couple of bucks. Yeah, and they work just fine. Well, they don't look that cool. And it's nice. It's like super clean, professional looking. I like it. You know, I mean, if it's not worth overdoing, is it even worth doing? No, that's hard to beat. That's pretty cool. So anyway, now I'll measure off however much I want. I'll have a little bit of extra cable here, but I'll measure off however much I think I want for the things. We'll cut it off and I'll do the other side. I got that on there. That was way harder than I expected. I've cut this exact stainless steel cable and used these exact same crimps, except with a 4.5 inch cordless angle grinder. And it didn't fray the end up nearly as bad, but anyway, it will go. And just compare this side to the other side to make sure it's pretty close. And we'll crimp it on there. By the time I get done doing 4 of these, I wish I'd bought the walkie tool. So, here we go. And there you go. Two more or less identical slings. So obviously one for each side of the bed. Just clipped them both on there to show you. So anyway, like I said, short video, pretty straightforward. Was that the cheapest way to do that? Absolutely not. Was it the easiest way? No, but it was the coolest way. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.